I always knew that I was going to have to make this video someday. Never wanted to, but I knew it was going to happen. Yesterday, I had to say goodbye to Mishka. Mishi, my cat. He was 15 years old. He had always had spinal or nerve system issues, and they finally kind of got the better of him. I spent his last 48 hours or so with him, by his side, pretty much the entire time. And if I look tired, it's because I virtually didn't sleep for the entire period. For the last kind of 12 hours or so, he just sort of lay there next to me. And it's weird because there's thousands of people all around the world who have seen him and know his name. And I often talk about with my girlfriend this weird thing where we sort of impose personalities on our pets. You know, he was this regal, royal, supreme leader, Mishka. And in a way it sort of abstracts you from them a bit. But I'm glad that he knew that I loved him. And even in his last moments, I made sure that he was always looking at me, so that he wouldn't feel alone. He's been a pretty big part of the channel. Yeah, I normally wouldn't share this sort of stuff with the world, but I guess there's a lot of people who know about him and sort of see me in connection with him. It was peaceful, if you're worried about that, if you wanted to know. But that doesn't make it easier. I expected to be crying when I made this video, but I feel like I've done plenty of crying. I feel emotionally drained because it's just been like 3 days of constant anxiety and this horrible feeling of waiting. Like there's this grey ghost looming above us all. So I'm just spent. But I mean, you guys know that I loved him with all my heart. He did this thing where for the last few years of his life, it's one of my favourite stories to tell about him just because it's so emblematic of kind of our relationship. His back legs failed basically a few years ago. Something to do with his nervous system, vet never really knew. But he always used to come in the window next to my room. There was my desk, and then there was the window to my left. And he used to jump in through there and walk across my desk. But when his back legs failed, he soon realised he couldn't do that. He couldn't jump up fences and in through windows and so on. So slowly, over time, he realised that if he came to the window when I was there, I'd put my hands out like this. And he would jump up and hook his paws onto the window But he couldn't pull himself in. His back legs didn't let him to do it. He couldn't jump that high. So he'd have to rely on me pulling him in into my room. And so he realised that's the only way he could get in. So he'd wait until my arms were out like this, ready to catch him. He was the nicest kitty in the world. You could just lay your head into his fur and he would keep purring. I should get a plushie made or something. A Mishka plushie. That'd be kind of nice. Just to sit on my desk or something. Maybe this is a new era for the YouTube channel. In a way. I actually, his brother, he died of cancer. I don't think you ever met him. His name was Crumble. He died a few years ago. It was actually even harder the second time. Do you know what the first video on this channel was? It was just a video of Mishy. But that's all I really wanted to say. There won't be any video this week. I'm shattered, emotionally and physically. Spent. But I was hoping that maybe with him gone, you could join me in one last All Hail Mishka. The king is dead. Long live the king.
Let it grow, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in.
Give me a second. This one just won't shut up, so I'm just gonna hold him for a bit. Explaining why.
We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours.
See, so much pride, much bigger, much more dangerous.
Turns of fate, time falls away. But these small hours, these small hours.
Not many people know, but I'm actually a professional photographer. Look at my cunning use of camera angles.
See? Itty bitty little cutie cat. Now big lion cat. Terrifying.
Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine.
How does that sound? Should we kill the clones now?
Okay, alright,
we'll kill the clones.
If it's me you need
You
to
summoned
turn
me.
to,
I
you'll
did.
get
I have a task
by.
for you.
It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time
How do you feel
falls
about this? I'm just a nerd on the internet who loves Avatar and loves his kitty.
these small hours.
All hail Mishka.
All of my regret.
You know who else is an alpha daddy? Supreme Leader Mishka.
I cannot forget the way I feel right now. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still